Bulldogs, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Davin. Welcome to the first episode of Bulldog News. How are you feeling about the new school year, Sydney?
It feels great to be back, and I'm so excited for all the fun things coming up. What about you, Davin?
I agree. I'm ready to get my senior year started. We've got a lot to cover in this episode, so let's get into it.
Freshman orientation was held August 2nd and 3rd here at Brandon High School. Ninth grade students and their parents attended information sessions and toured the school in an effort to prepare them for their high school careers.
The city of Brandon hosted the annual Bulldog Bash celebration on August 5th. It's a tradition that started a few years back and marks the beginning of the new school year for the students and families of Brandon. The cheerleaders, dance team, and band performed, and tons of vendors packed City Hall to celebrate.
On Friday, August 6th, Brandon High School opened its doors to kick off the 2021-2022 school year.
It was a day filled with fun and games, a pep rally, and a little bit of learning too. Students were excited to return to school with a little more normalcy than last year, and catch up with friends and favorite teachers.
The first day was so much fun. I noticed that we have a lot of new teachers and a new assistant principal this year. Let's get to know a few of them.
I went to school at the University of Southern Mississippi, and I majored in communication studies. So I grew up in Brandon, and I actually went to high school here, so it's been amazing returning and being able to coach with Coach Hill and Coach Walker, and everybody's still here, so it's been great being back.
I went to school at the University of Southern Mississippi, where I majored in social studies licensure, which allows me to teach any subject in the social studies under the social studies umbrella. I worked at Gulfport Central Middle School, Brandon Middle School, and Brandon High School. I then got accepted into principal corps through the University of Mississippi, where I graduated with my master's in educational leadership, and now I'm back at Brandon High School being the assistant principal. So I grew up on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I grew up in Ocean Springs. My wife and I, we met at Southern. We ended up getting married. Now we have our son Bo, and she's pregnant again with our other son Anderson. And we decided to raise our family in Brandon just because of what a tight-knit community it is. And that's one of the reasons why I came back to Brandon High School, was because it's so family-oriented. We've got the mentality of everybody together. We're all one team. We're all in this together. And we've got such a great culture here at the high school that it can't be compared to anywhere else in the state of Mississippi.
I graduated from the University of Louisiana Monroe. My major was mathematics, actuarial science. So I'm originally from South Louisiana. Went a little north for college. I had met at college my fiance. He's in law school in Jackson. That's why I'm here. We have two fur babies. I have Drax, which is my Great Dane, and then I have Maverick. He's my golden retriever. It's about it. I love BHS. All the teachers are great, the faculty is great, and most of my students are well behaved.
Awesome. We're glad to have them be a part of the Bulldog family. You can expect to meet more new teachers next episode. Now, let's see what our weatherman Peyton Bryant has for us today.
My name is Peyton Bryant. I'm with BHS News, and I am here to give you the 7-day forecast of this week. Today, on Monday, it shall be 93 degrees as a high and a low of 74 degrees. It will be partly cloudy, and there will be a 24% chance of rain. On Tuesday, it will be 96 degrees as a high, and then a low of 73 degrees, as well as partly cloudy and a 24% chance of rain. Wednesday will be a little bit cooler. It will be a 93 degree high with a 72 degree low, as well as partly cloudy and a small chance of rain. Thursday, it will be sunny with a chance of rain. It will be 92 degrees as a high, then 72 degrees as a low. There will be a 32% chance of rain. On Friday, it will be 91 degrees with a low of 72, as well as partly cloudy with a 24% chance of rain. Saturday, it will be a little bit cooler, being 1 degree. It will be 90 degrees with a low of 71 degrees, partly cloudy with a chance of rain. And then Sunday, it will be sunny, funny enough, with a 30% chance of rain. And it will be a high of 89 degrees and a low of 70 degrees.
Thanks, Peyton. On Thursday, August 12th, BHS hosted Open House and Meet the Dogs. During Open House, parents had the opportunity to meet their child's teachers and visit an involvement fair in the library.
Immediately after Open House, Meet the Dogs kicked off in Bulldog Stadium. Meet the Dogs is a time for a community to come out and meet the athletes of each fall sport.
The cheerleaders and dance team performed, and the football team plays a short scrimmage to give the crowd an idea of what to expect this season from their football Bulldogs. Speaking of sports, reporter Lulu Edmondson has an update on what to expect this week from our in-season sports teams.
What's up, everyone? I'm Lulu. Football season officially kicks off for the Brandon Bulldogs this Friday in Oxford. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Your volleyball team will face Hartfield at home on Tuesday and Jackson Academy at home Thursday. JV games start at 5:30 and varsity at 6:30. And your swim team will host a meet tomorrow at Cross Gates Pool right after school. It's going to be a great season for all the sports teams. Make sure you get out and give everyone your support.
Thanks, Lulu. Here at Brandon High School, our administration gives us a theme for each year. This year, our theme is Lean In. We talked with Head Principal Dr. Brian Marshall about where it came from and what it means.
All right, so the theme this year is to lean in, and it really has to do with the grit and determination that's needed in order to do well in life. We want to prepare students at Brandon High on the teacher side to be successful in life, and we want to set you up for that. So our job is to lean in, bear down, and get gritty to make sure that you guys, when you leave, are ready to go into the workplace, ready to go to college, and be successful at that. But more than that, it means that we want you to be able to finish the game of life strong. And sometimes, life isn't fair. There's going to be bumps in the road, and we want you to be able to get back up and be ready to get back at it. And sometimes that takes grit, it takes strength. And so lean in is kind of the theme for the year to talk to you guys about how you do that.
I love this year's theme. It's so special. Bulldog News is adding a new segment this year called Lean Into Learning. Each episode, we want to share something cool that a class is doing and learning. This week, it's Mr. Roberts' AP seminar class using critical thinking skills to build a tower with just some simple objects. His students will use these skills as they form their research teams for the year.
That's awesome. I hear Mr. Roberts is a great teacher. Before we close out this episode, we want to tell you about the character education trait for the month of August.
That's right. This month's trait is wisdom. Take a look at this short video of what it means to have wisdom.
Sometimes people talk about wisdom in terms of making a good choice in order to avoid something bad. But what if wisdom is less about avoiding regret and more about focusing on hope for what is to come? George Bernard Shaw said, "We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility of our future." Your hopes or dreams might feel years away, or they might be right around the corner. No matter what, your choices now impact your opportunities for the future. So, what in your future is important enough for you to make wise choices now? Wisdom is finding out what needs to be done and doing it.
Alright, Bulldogs, that is it for the first episode of the year. If you have a story you'd like us to cover on Bulldog News, email bhsnewsboe@gmail.com. I'm Davin Rath.
And I'm Sydney McAlpin. Thanks for watching Bulldog News. We're always there for you.